YouTube, what's happening? It's your favorite gangster, August Blue, and I am back with another banger, you dig? And before I get into today's topic, let me let you know my new single, Nike Flow, is available right now. Just pull up to my YouTube channel. Type in Nike Flow, August Blue Nike Flow. But when you do that, if you haven't done it already, hit that subscribe button, man. Subscribe. Like, comment, share, hit the notification bell to be notified, to get notified every time that I drop off a banger, because I will be dropping off banger after banger after banger after banger. You understand me? Yeah. So today, let's get into it real quick. Look, my top 5 TV sitcom moms. Yeah, man. Because there was a lot of amazing TV sitcom moms, but I had to narrow it down to my top 5, right? So, starting at number 1. Number 1. Should we start at number 1 or number 5? Should we start at number 1 or number 5? We gonna start at number 5, which is Harriet Winslow. Yeah, Harriet Winslow, man. Harriet Winslow was so dope. Like, everything about Harriet Winslow was so cool, man. She was like a mom's mom. Like, I mean, who didn't like Harriet Winslow? Family Matters, hit TV show, lasted forever, it seemed like. Harriet Winslow did, one thing that I loved about Harriet Winslow is that she did not let Steve Urkel annoy her. As much as Steve Urkel annoyed a lot of the people and a lot of the other characters in the show, she was never that really annoyed with Steve Urkel. Like, I felt like she kind of took him on as her distant son in a way. That was one of the things that I loved about Harriet Winslow, man. And then she always had like encouraging words for her husband, her kids, her friends, her mother-in-law, just anybody that was around her. Like, she encouraged them to be better people in life. Like, how could you not love Harriet Winslow as a sitcom mom? Like, she wasn't out here being lazy. She wasn't, like, she had a lot of respect for herself. She carried herself in a manner of, in a way that a lot of these women don't today. So, shout out to Harriet Winslow, man. One of my favorite scenes about Harriet Winslow was when she went to, one of my favorite scenes about Harriet Winslow, what was that scene? When she went to go apply for a job. When Harriet Winslow went to go apply for a job, and the dude, like, tried to, like, play her off, like he wasn't fucking with her at all. But Harriet Winslow, she wasn't taking no for an answer, and she had to let him know why she was the woman for the job. Not only the person for the job, but the woman for the job. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's why he was downplaying her, because she was a black woman. I mean, some would say that that wasn't the case, but I feel like it was. And she had to let him know, that's not flying with me over here. And she had to let him know. She had to tell him about herself. And she got cracking, man. There was a few times she went off on her boss. A couple times she went off on her boss, man. And we're going to pull those clips up right now.
But the fact is, this job requires management experience. I mean, you'd have people working under you. You'd have to be a leader, an organizer, a mediator. And quite frankly, this job is way out of your league.
Oh, really, Mr. Seeger? For your information, I have management experience coming out of my ears.
That's not on your resume.
Yes, it is. Right there. See? It says Mrs. Harriet Winslow. I worked here full-time, and I was a full-time mother. You want to talk management? I managed a home, a household budget, and a family. And Mr. Seeger, I'm talking about a job you can't call in sick for, you never get a raise or overtime, and you can't take vacation. Every day I'm a leader, an organizer, and a mediator. Those are my qualifications. You want references? Call Eddie, Laura, and Judy Winslow and ask them about my work. You know the number.
And there we have it. Harriet Winslow, played by Jo Marie Payton. And coming in at number 4, who y'all think is my number 4? D. Mitchell. How could you not love, I ain't gonna say like, how could you not love D. Mitchell? Oh my God, she looks so good. D. Mitchell, played by Shirley Ralph, from the hit TV show Moesha, 1996, lasted 6 seasons. That was my show right there. The intro songs were dope. Rest in peace to Lamont Billy. Rest in peace to Yvette Wilson. But yeah, man, D. Mitchell, like she was everything. And it was crazy because she came into a situation where she married a man who already had 2 children, one teenager, and the other one was, younger, the younger son, Miles, played by, I can't remember his real name, but yeah, the character name was Miles. But yeah, man, like for a woman to come into that situation, because I know that's a conversation that's always being had is, whether it's asking a man, would he be able to date or marry a woman who already has children, so it was like no different from, D. Mitchell's character, no different from her situation coming into this marriage where this guy who's, their biological mother had passed away. So, she came into, and the one thing that I loved about D. Mitchell is that she never forced the mother role onto Miles or Moesha. Her and Moesha always clashed and bumped heads. Well, that was mainly because Moesha was being an asshole. But yeah, D. Mitchell came in and she played her role as a mother. Like, she wanted to let them know that I'm not trying to take your mother's spot, but I'm here. You know what I mean? And I won't tolerate no disrespect. That's what we not doing. But I'm going to show you unconditional love. You know what I mean? So, it was just so much. One of my scenes was when, one of my favorite scenes was when Miles' friends was over there. Miles' friends was over there, and his friends was looking at D. His D was walking around with the tight pants on and all that. Like, man, like, hey, how many times you done been to the homie house and his mama, no disrespect, but his mama look good. Like, you know what I mean? You trying to help her take out the trash and some more stuff, you dig? But D was most definitely and is most definitely in my top 5 TV sitcom moms because, remember when she ended up becoming Moesha's principal at Crenshaw High. She ended up becoming a principal, and I can only imagine what that's like, your stepmom becoming your principal, especially if you was the type of kid that was messing up in school and all that other crazy stuff. And then, like, having to accept the fact that Frank lied about his nephew really being his son. Now, would she have been right to divorce Frank? Y'all let me know in the comments. Would she have been right to want a divorce? Because that's something big. That's not like a little lie. Like, that's a big lie. You know what I mean? Like, you had this boy coming over here to the house and all that. I'm thinking it's your nephew, and it's really your son. Like, so but she handled that very well, man. Most definitely handled that very well. That's why I say D. Mitchell is one of my favorite TV sitcom moms, because she looked damn good, and I felt like she fit the mother role, the motherly role. Like, she was a great mother. Yeah, man. And then there was those other 2 incidents that happened. The one where she found Moesha's birth control pills. Now, she could have went, told Frank what was going on, but I felt like she looked at that as an opportunity to really build some kind of bond, you know, trust and things of that nature with Moesha.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but you might as well know. Your father found your birth control pills in the trash.
Am I gonna die, Dee?
Of course not, sweetheart. But he is pretty mad with the both of us.
Dee, I'm sorry. He really shouldn't blame you for anything.
It's all right. We'll work it out.
Actually, Dee, we'll work it out.
And then there was the one where, which one was that? Because I wrote it down. It was when Moesha got mad and cussed out Dee for selling her mom's, her biological mom's furniture. Remember when they was moving stuff out and, you know, she was having a little yard sale or whatever like that. And when Moesha found out that the couch, which had been in the house, you know, when her mom was alive in there, when she saw that the couch was being sold and other things in the house were being sold that she felt held all these memories that she has with her biological mother, she felt some kind of way. And I felt like she should have. Like, I felt like she had every right to feel some kind of way. But, you know, actually, like, just full-blown cussing her out in front of other people, company, and all that, like, that was out. That was, you know, you crossed the line doing that. And, yeah, man, that was like, man, how could you not like the Moesha show, man? How could you not like that show? That show is just super, super dope, man. Shouts out to D. Mitchell. We gonna do this like this. We are at number 3, right? Y'all know that's my favorite number. We are at number 3. And my number 3 sitcom mom is Aunt Vivian. The dark one. No disrespect to the light skin Vivian, Aunt Viv. But the dark skin Aunt Vivian, to me, in my opinion, she was very outspoken. She was fun, vibrant, like she was just live. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the other Aunt Viv was kind of that they portrayed her as this, you know, stay-at-home mom who was just like did whatever the husband said, and like she didn't really have no say-so. She didn't have a voice for herself. You know, the dark-skinned Aunt Viv, like, if Uncle Phil was talking that shit, she'll put Uncle Phil in his place. You know what I mean? And hey, Aunt Viv was you know, she was sexy too, man. You know what I mean? Shouts out to Aunt Viv. Look, y'all know one of my favorite scenes is when she I think a lot of people like this scene was when she went to go take the dance class and the 2 little prissy white girls was in there trying to make her feel some kind of way, like she was too old to be in there, and she had to show them up. You know what I mean? She had on her little tight little one piece, man. She was looking real good, right? And when our dance instructor showed them the, you know, the steps and the, you know, the dance moves, hey, she did that shit with ease and then had to let them know, yeah, I do this. I do this for real, man. You know, Aunt Viv was just so dope. And then the scene where the police had picked up Carlton and Will and put them in jail because they thought that they were car thieves. And when she came down to the police station with Uncle Phil, and that police officer thought he was just gonna be able to talk to Aunt Vivian any kind of way.
Let those kids out.
These kids are car thieves.
And you have made a big mistake. Now, I don't know how you got that bogus confession out of them, but those 2 boys haven't stolen a thing from anyone. This has got to be the biggest amateur operation I have seen since Mayberry RFD.
Did you ask your wife to calm down?
Calm yourself, Barney Fife.
Vivian, please. Now, officers, I'm sure we can clear this whole matter up quite easily.
Could you please sit down? We're busy now.
Oh, honey, we're about to get very busy.
She wasn't playing no games, man. That's one of the many reasons why I love Aunt Vivian. She most definitely was a dope sitcom mom. You know, she was a real mom. She most definitely, even though that was Will's aunt, she treated him like her son too, because his mom's was way back in Philly. So she most definitely gave him the motherly vibes and made him feel like he was at home. And she looked out for him just as much as she looked out for her own children. And then there was another scene, man. I'm trying to, when Will made the bet with Carlton that he wouldn't be able to stay overnight in Compton. And he was out there in Compton. They were supposed to go to MacArthur Park. And Viv went down there. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Debo. Debo was in that scene, man. She went in there and was like, matter of fact, ain't none of y'all going to MacArthur Park. Not only is my son not going, none of y'all going. Yeah, and then Debo tried to, he thought he was about to talk that shit. Like, you ain't my mom. Nah, she like, boy, you know, it's something about a black mom when she give you that look. You already know what it is. You might as well go and sit that down. It's a wrap. Man, like I said, those are just some of the many reasons why she's my number 3. She's my number 3. Aunt Viv. How do you not like Aunt Vivian? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, man. Played by, let's see who. Janet Hubert. Janet Hubert. Yeah, man. She was most definitely, you know, one of my favorites. So look, man, number 2, we about to get into my number 2. My number 2 TV sitcom mom, Rochelle, from Everybody Hates Chris, played by Tashina Arnold. Yeah, y'all know who it is. That's Pam from the Martin Show. Yeah. Hey, and I feel like she took a bit of the Pam character into the Rochelle character in Everybody Hates Chris. Like, I feel like Rochelle is just one of those moms that's needed right now, today. Like, the kids that I see today, like, I'm like, man, your mom must not whip your ass, must not do none of that, because y'all out here wilding. You wasn't doing none of that with Rochelle as your mama. No, Rochelle wasn't having none of that. She told Chris, I slap you into another family. she told bro, I slap you into another nationality. Like, she was just one of those moms you didn't play with. Like, she loved you. It was gonna show you that unconditional love that a mother shows her children, but you knew you bet not cross that line. Not with Rochelle. Yeah. And one of my favorite scenes from Rochelle is when they was out there, when she was in the grocery store, the food stamps. She didn't want nobody to know that she, you know, had to use food stamps. You know what I mean? She'd rather spend her real cash instead of using the food stamps, because she cared that much about what her friends or the people around the way thought about her. You know what I mean? She was one of those moms. She was one of those moms, like, you ever, you know, your mom pick up the phone. Your mom been talking to you crazy all day. Then when your mom pick up the phone, it's, hello, hi, who speak? Like, you looking at your mama like, you know damn well you don't talk like that. You know what I mean? She was one of those moms. You know, you got company coming over. She want the house extra clean. Like, you be looking at her like that. You don't even do none of this stuff. do, like, you know what I'm saying? Like any other time, you don't never do none of this stuff, and because we got company or this, you know, family coming from out of town or whatever, she want to make it look like we just living like the Partridge Family, the Brady Bunch or some shit. Like everything is just everything, and it's like, man, you know what I mean? So shouts out to Rochelle. She was just, like I say, man, one of those mothers that you don't play with, did not play with. You better not backtalk her at all. If you made it this far, I just want to say that I appreciate you for rocking with me in a real way, man. Continue to support your favorite gangster, August Blue. Before we get into my #1 TV sitcom mom, hit that subscribe button, man. Like, comment, share. Hit that notification bell to get notified every time I drop off some bangers, you did, because like I said, I'm about to be dropping off banger after banger after banger all month of September. This is my C-Day, birthday month. You did? Yeah, man. September 14th. It's your favorite gangster, August Blue. But look, though, we about to get into this #1. And my #1 TV sitcom mom is Claire Huxtable. Oh, my God. Like that woman right there, played by Felicia Rashad. Oh man, Jesus. I mean, she was everything. That was a gorgeous ass woman. Still is a gorgeous woman. Still is a gorgeous woman, man. Damn. Yeah, Felicia Rashad, how you doing? But look, man, hey, one of my favorite moments from Claire Huxtable was when Elvin thought he was gonna come in there with all that men don't cook or clean type shit, and that was the wrong woman to do that with. I felt like Claire Huxtable was intimidating too. Like, she would be that woman that intimidates other men because of how she carries herself. She's well put together. For real, in a real way, man. That's one of them women that you better make sure your approach is all the way correct, or she's gonna let you know about yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah, she gave him the business. Check this clip out.
Let me tell you something, Elvin. You see, I am not serving Dr. Huxtable, okay?
Okay.
That's the kind of thing that goes on in a restaurant. Now, I'm going to bring him a cup of coffee, just like he brought me a cup of coffee this morning. And that, young man, is what marriage is made of. It is give and take 50-50. And if you don't get it together and drop these macho attitudes, you are never going to have anybody bringing you anything, anywhere, any place, anytime, ever. Now, what would you like in your coffee?
Maybe I could get you some coffee.
That was one of my favorite. Like, he's never, ever, ever going to think like that ever again in his life. Now, one of my other favorite clips, man, is when she had to let Denise know about herself, because Denise she thought she was going to be able to talk out the side of her neck to her mama. And I'm like, that's not happening. All because Denise wanted to buy some little bullshit car. She wanted to buy this bullshit car, and she thought she was just gonna be able to just talk to her parents any kind of way because it was her money. But her mama had to let her know the deal in a real way, man. Y'all check out this clip.
I want to go first.
Okay.
Come sit here. You see, you're ready to plunge in and buy this car just like you were with that bracelet, the waterbed, and the dead fish. And at this point in your life, you can do pretty much what you please because you know in the back of your mind that we're always there to bail you out. We're your safety net. You see, we're so good at it, half the time you don't even know we're doing it. Well, your father and I accept that responsibility because we're your parents. And you better remember that, young lady. Because if you ever take this attitude with us again, you can take whatever is in that bank account of yours and go discover America.
Exactly. Like, hey, Claire Huxtable was nothing to play with at all. You know what I mean? Like, she was nothing to play with. That is why she is my number one TV sitcom mom of all time. Of all time, man. So yeah, there you have it. My top 5 TV sitcom moms. And like I said, Nike Flow, my new single, is available right now. Pull up to the YouTube, type in August Blue Nike Flow, and catch a vibe. You dig? Until then, y'all continue to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell like I've been saying, I'm going to keep saying, so you can get notified every time I drop off a banger. And I will be back.